this is? Today I'm the best co-host in the world. I am the man from Jersey.
Yeah, man. So the first thing I want to talk about today is some of the basketball that's happened today. So today, like this channel, we're heavily like Nets fans and stuff like that. But today the Nets played against the Detroit Pistons, and Harden had a rest day today. Previously, in a different game, uh they had Durant have a rest day against the Houston Rockets. So this is something that I brought up a while ago because we all know what happened in the previous playoffs. Durant was pretty much carrying this whole team, and they went against the Bucks. Obviously, if Durant's foot was a little shorter, they might have won. They might have went to the next round in the NBA playoffs, but they didn't. And one of the big things was Durant was playing like every minute of the games. And I thought that was a bad thing, right? Because you get the guy exhausted. Even if you make it past the next round, you still have two more rounds. Like you have the third round, like the East Finals, and then you have the actual NBA Finals. So you have to rest your guys. So I thought I was always saying like you got to give these guys some rest days, or you have to have a good enough team where these guys don't have to do everything. And I guess their option that they're doing right now, just because they don't have a good enough team where they could just put these guys out there for 30 minutes a night and still dominate. I think they're just going with the we're gonna give these guys a rest day every once in a while.
Yeah, I
So
think they pick and choose like when they play against weaker competition. So like you said, Houston, I mean now they're kind of looking hot, but you still feel like you could beat Houston with like one of Durant or Harden. And then tonight, Detroit, also one of the worst teams in the league.
yeah, so I think they just maybe picked wrong. I don't know. Because like Houston was hot. Maybe they should have had Durant in for that game to potentially win that game. Or maybe they knew Houston was hot and they were like, look, we're just gonna put Harden out there. We're gonna hope for the best. And obviously Harden used to play with the Rockets. So maybe they were like, oh man, like let's make some drama out of it, like at least people want to watch. Like cause when the big guys aren't playing, like the superstars, I don't know if everybody kind of like wants to watch that. So they got to bring something out there. So Harden played for the Rockets, so let's make him play against Rockets, see if he could beat them all by himself. But he couldn't. He played 39 minutes in that game. He shot 4 for 16, 3 for 12 from 3 pointers. His free throws were insane, 14 for 16. So that's really good. He almost had a triple double, 25, 8, and 11, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
And then,
bro. I think the Nets. It's crazy, man. They're still first in the East, right? Are they
oh,
still
damn
first in
it.
the East?
I didn't want you to say that yet.
All right, my bad. All right, I'm gonna just shut up, man. I'm gonna let you do your thing, man. Go ahead. The floor is yours. Keep going.
Fuck. No, I'm kidding. So the thing I wanted to say was then, I don't know. I guess I needed some water. That's why I stopped. But
Yeah, I thought that was my cue to start talking. That's why I
yeah,
stopped.
yeah.
All right, no
No,
doubt.
my bad, man. It's kind of like I needed a drink of water. But
Yeah,
yeah. So now they had Kevin Durant uh go against the Detroit Pistons without any Harden, and he played 41 minutes, shot 16 for 31. That's over 50%. 5 for 10 3 pointers, 14 for 15 free throws. The dude scored 51 points,
I think it was also like 9 assists, 7 rebounds. I think.
9 assists, 7 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks, bro. Dude's insane. So, if anybody had any questions about who was the big dog in this team, definitely answered, dude. They literally tested it. They said, no Harden, what can we do? And like, no Kevin Durant, what can we do? The proof's in the pudding. Two of the worst teams in the league. One team beat the Nets. One team the Nets beat. The one that they beat, they had Durant in. The one they didn't have Durant in, they lost. And it sucks to say this, man. It sucks. It sucks that like we as the Nets fans, we were sold this thing where it's like James Harden was gonna come here. He was gonna be great. He was gonna be able to relieve Durant and Kyrie. Obviously, Kyrie's not playing right now, but that's what we were sold with Harden. And it doesn't seem like that's what we're getting. Even though he's still really good. Like, I'm not mad about having Harden. Like, when they're together, there's a reason why this team is the number one team in the Eastern Conference. They're still really good. They're 19-8. They've won 2 in a row. So, yeah, man, this is where I'm going to turn it to you.
All right, bro. Yes, I agree. Durant is the best player on the Nets. Harden, I don't know what's good with Harden, man. I feel like Harden is still a really good player. I just feel like I don't know if he's like on cruise control or if it's lack of drive. I don't know what it is, man. But yeah, 100%, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's insane that the Nets are still like I'm pretty sure they're first in the East.
Yeah, they
And
are. They're 19-8.
yeah, I feel like we've done a few episodes on the Nets, and I don't know about you, man, but I've been pretty like pessimistic on them. And it's still insane that like despite all those things, they're still the one seed. No Kyrie, no Joe Harris, James Harden looking fat. James Harden. There was one play in particular. I saw it on Instagram this week. I think it was against Houston that they inbounded the ball to Harden, and he kind of like reached to grab it, but like he missed. He missed, yo. Like I think they just threw it in, man. I think it was like bouncing low on the ground. He like went down to go pick it up, just kind of like missed it, and then a Rockets player came and just picked it up, and it was like a turnover. And you're just like, yo, that's like those bonehead mistakes where like, where's your head at, bro? You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know what to say, bro. Like Durant's a beast. We've known it. He's shown it. He showed it in the 2017 finals when he was super efficient doing similar things like in the NBA finals against Cleveland. And just his whole career, he's been efficient, man. If you look through his seasons, he's like usually 50 and above, pretty good at threes, like the high 30s, low 40s. That's just who KD is. And KD's a guy I told you in the episode we did on the Nets. I'm like, yo, it looks Durant's one of those guys that every time he shoots it, you're like, you're surprised if it doesn't go in. You know what I mean? And that speaks volumes, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I guess he does make his team better. Because, like, when looking at these stats right here, I see LaMarcus Aldridge, 15 points. Patty Mills, 18 points.
Where would they be without those two guys, bro?
Yeah, those two guys are holding it down, dude.
Think
But,
about
like,
Aldridge coming back from retirement, bro. Like crazy shit, man. Just retired last year. Imagine, man. Like if they had him last year, man, they probably get past Milwaukee, man, because it comes down to the very end. And like you see LaMarcus Aldridge this year, he's playing pretty good. Imagine if they had him last year, but he's come out of retirement, man. And obviously he's not the old LaMarcus Aldridge, but very efficient. He's usually like their third leading scorer. And Patty Mills, you were high on him in the offseason. Insane, bro. This guy's lights out from three. Where would they be without those two guys?
look, man, I don't know if you remember before the season started, there were some preseason games. I know you weren't high on preseason games. You don't really like talking about them, things like that. But this dude, Cam Thomas, he was picked up round one, pick 27 of this year. He's a rookie. And I saw him doing some stuff in the preseason. He looked good, man. He looked like he was scoring. And this year, he's only averaging 5.1 points, 1.6 rebounds, less than one assist, 77 from the free throw line, 22.5 from three pointer, 38.1 from field goal, right? Only around 13 minutes a game. But if you look at the past few games, this dude's improving a lot. Like from those games, like that I just like his averages don't tell you what he's actually doing. Because if you look at the game with the Rockets, he played 32 minutes, shot 7 for 15, 1 3, 3 for 3 from the line. He had 18
18.
points, right? And then the game today against the Pistons, 29 points, 6 for 11, another three,
29. Holy shit, yeah.
29 minutes.
Oh, 29 minutes.
29 minutes, yeah.
I thought 29 points. I was
No,
about
no,
to
no.
say,
13, he had 13 points.
oh, tonight in 29 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, but 6 for 11. That's good. It's the same thing like in that Rockets game. He shot 7 for 15. That's good. 18 points. And then the Hawks game, because all right, so they in the previous few games, they lost against Chicago. That was a really good, like close game. They beat Dallas. They lost against Houston. They beat Atlanta away, and we know that Atlanta is good at home, so that's a big deal. And Harden and Durant both played well that game. So I don't. And then after that, it was Detroit, which was today. So in the game against Atlanta, this dude Cam Thomas, 25 minutes, 4 for 9, 3 for 4 3-pointer, 11 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. So those averages that I spat out before, where he's just like it looks terrible. He's scoring like 5 points, like barely an assist, barely any rebounds. That's kind of just because of the beginning of the season. But now they're starting to give him some play, man. Like 25 minutes, 29 minutes in the game today. What was it? My bad. In the game today, 29 minutes. The game against the Rockets, 32 minutes. So hovering around 30 minutes a game. And he's doing pretty well. Like his plus minuses are pretty good, like when they win. That loss against Houston, he had a minus 22, but he still put up 18 points, shot well. Like it wasn't like he was playing bad. But besides, oh, and Millsap for some reason decided to perform that game. But the main guys that I'm seeing are Patty Mills, Aldridge, and now Cam Thomas. So if Cam Thomas could develop into something where he can give him 30 minutes and be consistent, not shooting like terrible, like at least shooting at least 40% field goal, not killing them on the free throw line. Like he's making a lot of his free throws. So I think that's a big deal. If he could perform, Patty Mills and Aldridge can all stay healthy. Plus Harden and Durant, I think they have a good shot at keeping these guys' minutes down and being ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you make a lot of good points. Yo, I want to say something real quick. I saw something funny on Instagram again. I think it was like yesterday. Someone made this meme that was like a mock trade or whatever, like a trade that should happen. And this dude put the Nets trading Kyrie Irving to the Lakers for Russell Westbrook. And I was kind of like, what the hell is this, man?
For what?
Like literally that's it. Like Kyrie for Westbrook.
Oh, straight up?
Straight up.
That's wild.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know, bro. Like Kyrie, I mean, I guess if Kyrie goes to the Lakers, like he could play, right? Or is it what is the stuff with the NBA? Like if he goes to LA, can he play? Is it state or is it just NBA requires it? Like the vaccinations.
I think he could play. It's just New York that's being a little bit of a stickler. Like whoever goes to that stadium has to be vaccinated. The other players in the league,
Wait, well, Canada too now, bro. Did you see the thing
Toronto.
about Canada? Yeah, well, Canada.
I'm talking
Period.
about
Like, but Toronto, right?
yeah,
Like
Toronto.
anyone entering there has to be vaccinated. So that's another one now,
Oh
bro. It's not just New
damn.
York. Yeah, anyone entering Canada has to be vaccinated.
Yeah, it's gonna make it weird going to Toronto.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. The thing that was weird, I'm like, Westbrook to the Nets, bro. I don't know, man. I'm off Russell Westbrook, the Westbrook train, especially you think about like him, Harden, and Durant. It would be like a reunion, an OKC reunion. But like, bro, Durant left OKC because he kind of was sick and tired of playing with Westbrook. And then he just gonna bring Westbrook in. It was just kind of weird. I just wanted to mention that. We don't gotta stay on that for too long, but I just had to mention it was weird. I feel like people make up these weird trades sometimes, and I'm like, where are you pulling this out from, bro? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that would be one of those trades where I don't know, man. Like I feel like if they just change the rules and Kyrie plays, it's a championship. But
For sure. Hell yeah.
yeah. Well, I wanted to say because the whole trade for Harden, right? That was for Karis LeVert mainly, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Laverne some picks.
Yeah, and Karis LeVert, if you look at what he's done lately, like he scored like 26 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds in his most recent game. And that's solid production. I don't know if people were kind of like down on him or something. They thought he wasn't good, but
I think he had some injuries, bro. Didn't he like tear his ACL or some shit like that?
he's playing right now, bro.
No, but I'm saying like when people got down on him, it was because I think he had like a major injury or something.
Yeah, he got hurt, but they didn't. It's not like they traded him like when he got hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm saying, wait, we're saying when the Nets traded him, people were down on him?
Yeah, like everyone was like, yeah, like get rid of Karis LeVert. Like let's get
Oh,
Harden in here.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know.
It seemed like no one cared. Like everyone's just like, yeah, just get rid of Karis LeVert. Like no problem. This young guy, 27-year-old guy, we traded for Harden, and I don't know. It seems like some of these deals, like I've told you a long time ago, when they traded for Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, that trade it seemed good on paper, right? You get two Hall of Famers, get them on your squad, you go for a championship. But after that kind of run that they had, there wasn't any future, and that's where kind of done for a long time. So it's the same thing with this. Like I don't think Harden signed an extension, right?
I'm not sure.
I think Durant was the only one that signed the extension. So if Harden's not signed long term and we don't get anything back for him, you're telling me that it's okay that we lost Karis LeVert and maybe we don't win a championship?
Yo, I would still do that trade, man. I'm not gonna compare that to the Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce because if you go back and you look at the KG and Paul Pierce thing, like their last year in Boston, KG and Paul Pierce were already kind of showing signs of a decline. Their numbers were down, and they were just extremely old. They were late 30s old. James Harden, like his last year in Houston or his last full season in Houston, he was still really good, and he's not as old as KG and Paul Pierce were. So I would have still did that. And you got to take into consideration, you got to do that trade. You already got Durant and Kyrie. Yo, you get James Harden in there, bro, and you're the immediate title favorites if people just stay healthy. I honestly think that the weakest link is probably Kyrie because he's the one that always gets injured. And then the proof's gonna put it now. Now he's like, there's just something with him. I respect his decision. I'm not clowning Kyrie, but I'm just saying he's the one that's not playing right now. And I honestly think that the Harden thing is good, bro. Because if they didn't have Harden, then what? You just got Durant, and like, I mean, your chances of winning something are really low if you only have Durant, bro.
See, this is the thing, right? You just think of it as only Durant. But you know how much they traded in that trade?
What, the one for Harden?
Yeah.
I know it was like Lavert and like some Koroks dude, and then like shit ton of picks. I think.
There's another player there that I want to get
What
to.
was it?
You don't know who it is?
Was Jared Allen in there? Was it a 3 team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So then when they include Jared Allen as well, and they include all these picks. You really don't think that like it seems like a lot, dude. They sent Karis LeVert, Rodion Kurucs,
Mhm.
2022, 2024, 2026, first round picks. The Nets also sent Jared Allen and for Tarian Prince. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you could see that this team is basically two players, bro. And then you're telling me it's okay that we sent over four players plus picks?
Yeah, man. Hey, hindsight's always 2020, man. Yo,
Yo,
bro, think about how close they were to winning it last year, man. All right, Kyrie got hurt. Come on, man. Injuries. I would do that trade any day, bro. You're thinking about the Nets. This is a team that's never won an NBA championship, bro. This is a team that was going through some really dark days, man. You got two superstars to sign on, and you can get a third one. I'm doing that. That's just me personally. I see your point of view as well, man. You're more like, hey, keep the young guys in. I always give you props because when they did the KG and Paul Pierce, you were the dude who hated that trade the minute it happened. I always give you your props on that. I was high on that one and I ended up looking bad. But on this James Harden one, I would do it 10 times out of 10, bro. Like it just is what it is, man. I would do
okay.
it. And we gotta take into consideration, right? Even this, like I said earlier, bro, it's funny because even all this shit we say, they're still the one seed, bro. They're still the one seed.
Okay. So I understand, right? Let's imagine that I'm on your side. Let's imagine that this was a great trade. We got Harden. Let's just accept that that's a good trade, that it was the best thing to do.
Wait, so do you think they would be better if they had Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, all these things? And then if they didn't get Harden, and let's just say they had Durant, Levert, Allen, blah blah blah, like, and they kept all those picks they gave up. What were the picks? What years were they? You got it pulled up?
Yeah, 2022, 2024, 2026, first round picks. And just so you know, just so like this doesn't end up being like a thing where, oh man, but they have like these terrible picks, like 27th. Dude, Cam Thomas, 27th pick. And I just brought him up that he's performing well. He's doing well. He's not killing the team. He's getting a lot of minutes right now. That's what you do, man. Like Manu Ginobili type shit. Like it doesn't have to be top 10 guys. Like it doesn't have to be a lottery pick.
Yeah, but those aren't guarantees, man. Like those
Nothing's
aren't
a
guarantees.
guarantee, dude. You remember
But you
Johnny
know,
Flynn?
but you're
You
talking
remember
about
Johnny
James.
Flynn?
I feel you, but we're talking about getting James Harden. You've seen what this dude's done the last what 8 years in Houston. That you pretty much know you're getting that, man.
Yeah. So this is the thing, right? That's what I was bringing up. I said, look, is like let's just imagine it's a good trade, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Let's imagine it's a good trade. Let's imagine everything's great. What are you gonna get? Let's say if you don't win the NBA championship and he didn't sign an extension, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna be left with?
Well, you got Durant.
So you're happy getting rid of all those guys, and you don't have this guy,
Yo, but the thing is, man,
all those picks.
we still gotta watch it play out, man. What if the Nets win the title this year? Then you're like, that trade was great. They won a title. Like you honestly just gotta watch it play out, man. But I would rather have Durant, it's Durant and Harden, bro, than Durant with Karis LeVert and Jared Allen. That's just me personally, bro. Like I'm not saying these dudes are bad. I know Jared Allen's playing great. I know
I
Karis
feel you.
LeVert's playing great. But I feel like, yo, even when excuse me, even when James Harden is like pedestrian or whatever, like when he's not even playing up to par, like the dude still puts up. It's not like he just has like clunker games where he's like 10 points. You know, like what are his averages on the year? Like we're talking about Durant. Oh, excuse me. Why do I keep saying Durant? We're talking about Harden. Like, and I fall victim to it too. I'm like, oh, Harden, something's wrong with Harden. But if we pull up his season averages, like they're probably still fucking good, bro.
All right. So you want to look at Harden?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like to me, Allen and Levert, like to me, they're role players, bro. Like we're talking about getting a superstar in James Harden, man. I would much rather have the superstar, the guy who, on any given night, could go off for like 40 if he really wanted to. You
So
know,
what?
I,
What's the problem with getting Westbrook then?
I just
Why are
don't like
you?
Russ anymore. I just don't like Russ, bro. Too many turnovers, too much bad shots. I'm just off on Russ.
So James Harden, 20.8 points. So basically 21 points, 7.9, basically 8 rebounds, 9.6 assists, basically 10. Still really good. So you would want to keep him, right? Obviously get an extension on him because Durant had an extension. But then
Yeah, I want to keep James Harden. Yeah.
let's say for Kyrie, right? You can't trade Kyrie because of Durant, right?
Well, that's what they say.
So you're pretty
But
much stuck with him.
but they were also saying like they were also saying like, oh, the Nets like shouldn't change DeAndre Jordan because supposedly he was like really good friends with Kyrie and Durant. And they got rid of his ass quick. So
No, it's
I don't
different,
even
man.
know about
It's
that.
definitely different.
No, I'm just saying, man. Hey, they got rid of him. I don't know. Supposedly he's a really good friend, man. I'm saying he's not playing. I don't know if Durant would be like super like, oh no, don't trade Kyrie. If the right package is on the floor, who's to say he wouldn't approve it?
So the
I don't
the
know,
thing you're
man.
saying, the thing you're saying about Harden, right? You're saying if we win a championship.
If the
So
Nets win a championship, yeah.
so what do you think is a real possibility? Because just being in first place doesn't mean you're winning a championship.
Yo, what I'm trying to say, man, we just gotta watch it play out, bro. Like right now we're in December. You don't know what happens come like February, man. Motherfuckers who you don't expect to be on the trading block, all of a sudden on the trading block, you might pick up a piece. We just gotta watch it play out, bro. Honestly. But I know that the Nets are still a good team. They're still first in the East.
Yeah.
And there you go. I mean, they still got Harden and Durant, man. Who knows who becomes available?
Because the problem is they got annihilated by the two best West Coast teams.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's unforgivable.
So if you're getting annihilated by those two teams, the feeling of winning a championship isn't really there for me. Because even in the East, they gotta go against Milwaukee, and Milwaukee, they're looking really good now. You know, they have a young core. They have their own injuries, so maybe they get healthy, and then they'd be even better. So I don't know. I like the Nets squad. I just think hopefully they can still continue this thing. Like the first thing we said in this whole episode was that they have Durant and Harden taking turns for rest. I think that's the key. If they could keep doing this, and maybe on the nights that Harden is by himself, he could lead them to victory. You know, not like that would be the worst thing if like every game that Harden plays alone, he loses. Every game that Durant plays alone, they win. That would suck. They'd go 500 on the games where they split. It'd be good if like Harden could at least get a couple, and then I would feel
Yo, I want to just say one thing too, man. Like we also got to remember, bro, when the Nets got Harden, like yo, you can't predict some shit like COVID to happen, which is why Kyrie's not playing. And also, if you want to spin it a different way, if anything, you could view them getting Harden as like insurance because like I said, Kyrie's he's the real like kind of like I don't know, you want to say dilemma. I can't think the right word, but even COVID aside, bro, Kyrie, yeah, I think you've mentioned it. Yeah, man, he's the one that gets injured the most. So if anything, you're like, yo, let's get some insurance in here for the Kyrie injury that's probably gonna happen. So
Mhm.
we're not just running Durant and like role players. I could see the logic, man. I can see the logic, and the Nets are still a good team. But that was just the last point I wanted to make, man. Go ahead. You were saying them playing one player, resting one.
Yeah, yeah. I think they could do it, man. I think they could figure it out. They could get them both rested, end up with a solid first or second seed in the East. Um, the next few games, right? I wanted to transition to that. They're going against Toronto, so that's it's crazy that you brought it up. That everybody has to be vaccinated now. I guess to go up there. We'll see how that goes. That's on Tuesday. Thursday against the Sixers. That's on NBA TV. That's a relatively tough matchup. Toronto, I think they should beat. And then after that, they got Orlando. They should win that game. And then they got Denver. That's a tough game. Then they got Washington Wizards. The Wizards have been falling off, man. So I don't even know if that's really a tough game anymore. And then they
Yeah,
got
man.
Portland. Portland's probably like one of the worst teams right now, I think. And then we got Christmas Day. We got the Los Angeles Lakers. That's a Christmas Day 8 p.m. game. I think if they could win, they have 6 games before the Lakers game. If they could win 4 of those games heading into the Lakers, and then they beat the Lakers, I think that would show me a lot about this team. Because the Lakers, like they didn't have Anthony Davis today. He has a knee problem. Um, if 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 they could beat them, I think that's a big deal. If they have Anthony Davis and all that. So that was a matchup we all wanted to see last year. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that Christmas Day game.
Yeah, bro, for sure. And let's always. Oh man, I can't wait for Klay Thompson to come back, bro. I want to see Golden State with him. Golden State, they're my pick. They're my pick to win it all this year. I'm saying it already. They're my pick to win it all,
Hell yeah.
especially if Klay Thompson comes back.
I love this. So
Yeah, yo,
that's it.
those Christmas games. I just hope the Christmas
This is
games
so
are good, man.
funny.
Because because it seems like every year, bro. Yo, every year they put some good teams on Christmas to play, and you get excited about it. And then in the month to follow before it or whatever, in the weeks before it, it's like, oh man, the Lakers are resting LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook for Christmas Day game, and you're like, oh. And the Milwaukee Bucks are resting Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you're like, what the fuck is this, man?
I don't think they should be allowed to do that on Christmas, dude. Like that's like a big
Me either,
it's like
bro.
their big it's like a big thing that they always do. Like they
Me
literally
either,
announced
but
this game before the beginning of the season.
yeah, man. But sometimes these teams they just like rest guys on Christmas Day. It's like
That's
you just
annoying.
come on, bro, for real, man. Like
Well, it's Golden State
seriously,
versus Phoenix on Christmas Day.
or not even so much. Sometimes it's not even like that they're resting guys. Sometimes it's more unfortunate than that. It'll be like a guy's injured, and you're like, shit. Like, all right, we're not seeing these teams at full strength. I don't know. I just hope that like these teams are everyone has all their dudes on Christmas because you just want to see good games, bro. Like I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
like Devin Booker's there, CP, Aiton, hopefully Klay Thompson's there, all that stuff. Steph Curry, whatever. Warriors are playing right on Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. It's Warriors versus Phoenix Suns.
Hopefully everyone is healthy, man, because that would be lit, bro. That would be a good ass game. Who else is playing on Christmas? What you got?
The Nets, baby.
Who they playing?
The Lakers.
Oh, ooh, yeah, yeah, there you go. There you go, man. Hopefully everyone plays, obviously, besides, Kyrie Irving. What else is on Christmas?
No, hopefully he plays too, man. Come on.
Oh, wait, but but I don't know, man. Like,
Hopefully they figure it out by then. Come on.
who else is playing?
I don't know, man. Who cares about those other teams?
Oh shit.
That's it, man. You picked the Warriors to win, even though you said that if the Nets win this year, then the Harden trade is valid. So basically, basically you're saying it's not valid.
No,
But
man. What I'm saying is we gotta watch it play out. It's not just about this year either. They making that trade trying to win a title, man. Like it's not like
yeah,
at the end of this year, James Harden's gone. Like even if they don't win this year, you gotta see, man. You just gotta see. You gotta put yourself in a position to be able to win it, man. And I'm pretty sure all 30 NBA execs would be like, yeah, if we have Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant, we feel really good about our chances to win.
They
And
gotta
I'm in
figure
that
this
boat
COVID
too.
shit out, man. They gotta figure this COVID stuff because it's just not going away. I don't know if you've been watching, but it's like every team has like 6 players out. Like
Yeah.
shit is crazy.
Omicron. Omicron, bro. Now they got Omicron. Then in a month from now, when people still not getting vaccinated, they're gonna have like the Delta Kappa Phi variant, all that stuff.
Bro, I have John Morant on my basketball team, and I got an update on John Morant. And it's like, okay, by the way, he hurt his knee. By the way, he's in COVID protocol.
There you
I'm like,
go, man.
God damn, bro. He got the double dip.
Yeah, man. In your fantasy ESPN, right?
ESPN, baby.
did they create one for COVID? Like instead of O, it says like CVD or some shit.
No, it's just out. Like whenever they're out,
Oh,
they're out. Like, but
man,
I could put I made an IR spot. I made 2 IR spots because it's crazy how many people are getting COVID or they get hurt, like John Moran. So you can at least kind of keep a guy on the bench and not have to drop him, and then someone else stashes him. So
they should create a new one, man. CVD. CVD.
no, it's
That guy's got COVID.
no, it's already like part of like he's just out. So he could get put into IR spot if you want.
No, I'm saying it would just be funny if like instead of O, you see like CVD next to the name.
I feel
Obviously,
you.
it's not funny, you know what I'm saying? Someone's got COVID, but I'm just
I know.
saying, like,
It's pretty
if you
funny.
imagine if you saw that shit on your app, like CVD, you just open it up, and you see John Morant, CVD, and then right next to it, an O in red.
Yeah, he'll double up. Yeah, he'll get the
I remember,
CVD
bro.
and the O.
I remember, bro, when I would do fantasy with you guys, there was no worse feeling than waking up and seeing a nice fat red O right next to your player. You're like, oh man, what is
Bro,
this now, bro?
the worst part is when you have to wait till game time and they say like, "Oh yeah, he's a game time
He might
decision,"
play.
and you have to
It's
be on your phone.
questionable.
You have to be on your phone, like ready to go, and you're watching.
It would go like this. Games at 7. You checking your phone, 4 p.m. He's questionable for tonight's game. Okay. 5:30, you check your phone again. He's probable for tonight's game.
Yeah,
Okay. And then 6:55, you checking your phone. Okay, he took some practice shots, still probable for the night's game. And then the game starts, and then there's no update until like 7:02, and it's like he's out for tonight's game. And you're like, fuck, man. Yeah,
yeah.
those ones. I used to hate those ones.